Okay, today I'm going to interview teacher Sheila about this assignment topic. The assignment topic is COVID-19 pandemic has caused a tremendous change in the new norm of lifestyle to individuals, business organizations, and industries. Education is also no exception during the pandemic, when the delivery mode of teaching and learning has changed from face to face, with physical learners' attendance into online learning at the tertiary level, like universities or colleges practice online learning, and so does the school level. Today's interview with teacher Sheila will be what is the perception of online learning among teachers, and what are the underlying challenges that teachers facing towards online teaching and learning, and to what extent teachers strategize their readiness towards online teaching and learning. So, teacher Sheila, what are the perceptions of online classes, and the perceptions were analyzed in how many aspects during this online learning in
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Madam Ong, because you let me share my opinion here. Well,
Oh, you're
in March
welcome.
2000, the case of coronavirus, as known as COVID-19, has become a global pandemic. Well, according to our UNESCO, schools are closed in about 100 countries due to the public health emergency, including Indonesia. The condition forces teachers, that means we are the teachers, to make the transition of the way we teach from face-to-face learning to online learning. This is a new way for us. This study investigates teachers' perception of online English language learning. Their perceptions were analyzed in three aspects. First, perceived usefulness, perceived hours of use, and their attitude towards online English language learning. The study employed a descriptive design with a quantitative approach. A survey questionnaire and interview were used in this study to elicit the response of 102 junior high school English teachers in Bandung. This study's findings revealed that the participants show a positive perceptions of the usefulness and ease of online learning system during pandemic COVID-19. Still, more than half of teachers did not agree on its effectiveness, even though the teachers faced many online teaching process problems. They could show the right attitude towards using technology to teach online.
Okay, thank you, teacher Sheila, for your explanation about the perceptions of online class during this COVID-19 pandemic. So, we are going to listen from teacher Sheila about when was the case of this COVID-19 started.
Since March 2000, the case of coronavirus disease, also known as COVID-19, has become a global pandemic. The massive spread of coronavirus forces social distancing policy, or was introduced as physical distancing to minimize the space of COVID-19. So this policy is strive to slow down the spread of the coronavirus in the community. It's a big impact on various sectors of life, especially education. According to UNESCO's 2000, schools are closed in many countries due to a public health emergency. Before
Okay,
we do
teacher
so,
Sheila.
it's left to us actually.
Okay, teacher Sheila. So, what actually is what is the what I mean is actually what is the definition of online learning and teaching?
Can you repeat your question, please?
Oh, sorry. Actually, teacher Sheila, my question is what is the definition of online learning and teaching? Actually,
Well, the advantage of online learning for learners, first one, no time zones, location, and distance. Online learning, students can access the online materials anytime, while scenarios online learning provides real-time interaction between students and teacher. The student can use the internet to access up towards and relevant learning materials and can communicate with experts in the field which they are studying. Also, the advantage of online learning for instructors, tutoring can be done anytime, anyway. Online materials can be updated, and learners can see the chance immediately. When learners can access materials on the internet, it is easier for instructors to direct them to appropriate information based on their needs. Online learning systems can be used to determine learners' needs and to access suitable materials for learners to select from to achieve their learning goal.
Okay, thank you for your explanation about online learning advantages. Teacher Sheila, I need to go through this slide before I interview about the disadvantages of online teaching. Teacher Sheila, this is the definition of online learning. Can I need to read through this definition? So can you wait for me before I interview you about the disadvantages? The definition of online learning during the pandemic is that teachers and students do not go to school. So they teach and study from home using technology, and this technology can be used like smartphone, laptop, iPad, and tablets. Many platforms are offered for online learning that can be integrated with the technology, such as WhatsApp, Google Classroom, Run Guru, Keeper, Zoom Meeting, and so on. So, Teacher Sheila, now we go for the disadvantages of online learning. Can you please tell us what is the disadvantages actually for this teaching online according to Almosa 2002? Teacher Sheila?
Well, there are some disadvantages of teaching online. The learners undergo contactions, remoteness, as well as lack of interaction of reactions, less effective than the traditional method of learning, because the offer of explanation as well as interpretation, the learners might have excellent knowledge in academics. They might not possess the needed skills to deliver their acquired knowledge to others. It's difficult to control or regulate sinful activities like cheating in the test or for assessment or to piracy and paragraphs deteriorate the role of instructor. Purely scientific fields that include practical cannot be properly studied through e-learning. The heavy use of SAM websites bring about unanticipated costs both in time and money.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Sheila, for the sharing about disadvantages of teaching online. This according to what Almosa said, and we know that our country is near to Indonesia. So
Yes.
during this COVID pandemic, they also are having online class for Indonesia teachers. And can you lastly tell us about the online teaching in Bandung, Indonesia, about especially the study about the English language learning online?
Well, during the pandemic of COVID-19, the teachers did not have the other way of learning except online. Every day, they spend a long time with online learning. They greet the student, share the material, give assessment, share the announcement, and so on. In work time, online learning makes teachers stand by all time 24 hours because every time there will be announcement from school, they have to share with the students. Every time they ask the teacher about the task or assessment, or submit the task. It makes teachers get involved in the online learning system all time. The teachers frequently check the student online presents. It is essential to know the students' degree and progress.
So my next question is, how is the life of a teacher while conducting online class during this pandemic COVID-19? Are they
Good
feeling,
questions.
are they be able to create models and strategies appropriate to
It's a good questions. It's a good questions. Well, teachers' ability is innovate in designing and gathering materials, learning methods, and choosing the best applications in time in line with the material and technical. We've examined their success in conducting online learning in the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Creativity is the key to a teacher's success to be able to motivate students to keep their passion in learning online and not become a physiological burden. Teachers must be able to create models and learning strategies appropriate to students' character in their school, because every student have a special character. The use of several applications in online learning is beneficial for teachers in this learning process. However, teachers must be accustomed to their teaching by using complex online media packed effectively, easily accessed and understood by students.
Okay, so it's largely about the life of a teacher during this period. So as a teacher, we are quite busy also, and
Yes,
during
yes, we are very busy.
okay,
Okay.
Teacher Sheila, we go through the strategies about this online teaching. So can you go through the briefing about online remote teaching and learning, the several strategies according to some lecturer? Thank you.
Yeah, can I go through?
Yeah,
Can I share my opinion?
yeah,
Now, the COVID-19 pandemic has forced the education system around the world to find some alternative for learning. In tertiary institutions of Malaysia, the COVID-19 has affected and had hampered the whole education system. The local government implemented the Movement Control Order, MCO, to prevent further spread of COVID-19. Due to this unexpected COVID-19 crisis, face-to-face classrooms are no longer permitted in most countries as a measure to flatten the spread of 19 COVID. While, however, online teaching and learning have been fully implemented to address students and educators' teaching and learning needs. There are a few strategies that can be implemented in online remote teaching and learning, such as the use of suitable online platform, applying synchronous and asynchronous tools, as well as giving feedback to increase students' motivation and participation.
so this is our discussion about the challenges facing by teachers during online class, and this is the instructional strategy for educators to recognize that students how they engage with the course material. And when we go through about these challenges, the first challenges and the first strategy we are facing during this online class, Sheila. Thank you.
The challenge about the passive of students, unless thoughtfully crafted with intentional instructional design choice, online teaching can unfortunately make students into passive learners. These unable students may acquire the patient lecture content and pass their assessment, but they aren't often able to apply their learning outside the visual classroom or make connection with material. That's because student needs